Do you know that in just 1 hour, a corner piled with undefined stuff can turn into a tidier and clearer space without creating a new mess? In this video, I will share 3 clear steps. Deal with trash first, immediately put back items that already have a place, and gather obvious donations into a bin. You will also learn why only 60 minutes are enough, and how to avoid the trap of the extra pile that keeps your house messy. I believe decluttering a dumping ground can discourage many people, but you will be surprised to see how a small change can create a big result. At the end of the video, there will be a surprising tip to help you keep it tidy for the long term. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you find this content useful, your support is the motivation for us to continue sharing more meaningful things. Thank you for being here. 1. The stumble from a dumping ground corner. In every home, there is usually a corner we avoid looking at, where everything is temporarily dropped. From an unthrown box to shoes with no place yet, to shopping bags left and forgotten. People call it the dumping ground, the undefined storage corner. For many, especially after 60, just passing by this corner feels heavy, and whenever they intend to clean it, the question where to start appears again. This is the first stumble of decluttering. Instead of motivation, we feel overwhelmed. A dumping ground is like a deep hole that swallows time and energy. Looking at it, everyone thinks it will take a whole day or even a week, and in the end, it never begins. For older adults, the consequences are more serious. Piled up items can block walkways, cause slips, or force one to struggle in clutter that exhausts the body. Yet the truth is, we do not need to do it all. Instead of waiting for a free day, only 60 minutes focused on one small corner still makes a clear difference. The key is the approach: declutter without making more mess. The biggest stumble is not that there is too much stuff, but that we choose the wrong method. If we start with small steps, a dumping ground can completely transform into an open space, rather than a lasting burden in the home. 2. What is a dumping ground, and why is it dangerous? A dumping ground is not an unfamiliar concept. It is simply the place where everything gets piled up because they have no clear home. It can be in the garage, basement, a living room corner, or just the table near the entryway. At first, it is only the habit of putting things down for now. But over time, this habit turns into a real pile. The danger of a dumping ground is not only the clutter, but also the hidden consequences we rarely notice. First, tall piles can block paths, tip over, and cause falls, especially dangerous for older adults. Second, it is the perfect environment for dust, mold, and insects, directly affecting health. Third, a dumping ground makes us lose track of important items, forcing us to spend money to buy them again, even though we already had them at home. For seniors, all 3 risks are even more severe. A small slip can lead to serious injury. A dusty, damp space can trigger respiratory illness, and forgetting or repurchasing items wastes finances. In fact, a dumping ground is a sign that the home's organizing system has problems. When rules are missing, new items keep getting added, old ones never processed, and the pile grows. Understanding its nature and recognizing the dangers of a dumping ground is the first step to change. Once we see clearly that it is not just aesthetics, but also safety and health, the motivation to handle it becomes much stronger. 3. The no-mess decluttering principle. When talking about decluttering, many imagine pulling everything out and sorting items by item. This may sound decisive, but it actually creates more mess, making us discouraged and giving up halfway. That is why the principle no mess decluttering was created. to tidy without making things worse. The core of this method is to focus only on actions that truly create progress and avoid all habits that create new mess. 3 basic steps are always mentioned: trash, easy, and obvious donate. Trash must be removed first because it needs no thinking and only takes up space. Easy items are those you know exactly where they belong. Return them immediately to the right place instead of piling them up. Obvious donations are things you are sure you do not need but still have value for others. Put them straight into the donation bin. Most important is the forbidden rule. Do not pull everything out. Do not create extra piles, and do not delay decisions. By keeping these boundaries, you will always see the area becoming tidier bit by bit instead of messier. Especially for seniors, no mess decluttering brings big benefits because it does not demand heavy lifting or long patience. Each step is small and immediately rewarding. This is the approach that makes decluttering safe, sustainable, and far less stressful. 4. Why is only 1 hour enough to start? One of the biggest barriers when thinking about decluttering is feeling overwhelmed. We often tell ourselves we need a whole free day to deal with a dumping ground. But the truth is, if we wait for a perfect day, it may never come. That is why the principle 1 hour better is so useful. Instead of taking on everything, we only spend exactly 60 minutes to make that corner better than before. 1 hour is long enough to create visible results, but short enough not to exhaust the body or discourage the mind. Knowing that we only need to work for a limited time makes the start much easier. Furthermore, 1 hour helps us avoid the common mistake of pulling everything out and then lacking energy to put it back. Instead, we deal with small steps, constantly seeing the space open up, which fuels us to keep going. A simple tip is to take a before photo when starting, and an after photo when the hour is over. The difference, even in a small corner, will surprise and boost your confidence. For seniors, the 1 hour limit is even more important, as it protects health and allows for regular breaks. Decluttering is not a marathon, but a series of short sessions repeated many times. Once we understand this, the journey to a tidy home no longer feels distant, but completely possible starting today. Step 1. Trash goes out first. Any decluttering journey should begin with removing trash. This is the simplest step, least tiring, but creates the most immediate impact. Trash in a dumping ground is often plenty. Empty boxes, torn plastic bags, broken electronics, worn-out shoes, or musty items with no use left. As long as trash is mixed in with other items, the eyes will always feel suffocated, and the brain will struggle to tell what is needed. That is why step 1 is to grab a big trash bag or recycling bin, go through in rounds, and pick up anything clearly useless. Do not waste time hesitating, just ask, if I keep this, will I really use it? If the answer is no, put it in the bag immediately. The benefit of starting with trash is that you see instant change. The first empty spaces appear and the spirit feels lighter. For seniors, this step is even more important because it does not require much moving or heavy lifting, only simple and safe actions. Remember to prepare gloves. Separate one bag for regular trash and one for recycling to save effort. Once the trash is out, the dumping ground looks less intimidating, and that is the leverage for you to continue the next steps without being overwhelmed. Step 2. Items that are easy and already have a home should be taken there right away. After trash has been dealt with, the next focus is on the easy items. These are objects you know for sure already have a place in the house. Examples include the ladder that belongs in the garage, the medicine box meant for the cabinet, or the daily shoes that should be on the rack. These items do not need much thinking. They are simply not yet returned to their spots. The golden rule here is, take it there now. Bring them immediately to where they belong, instead of putting them into a temporary pile. Many people have the habit of gathering everything first and dealing with it later. But that is the shortest path to creating an extra pile and new clutter. The back and forth trips may feel annoying at first. But in reality, each trip only takes 1 to 2 minutes. When you return, you will see the dumping ground corner looking clearer bit by bit, and that is the motivation to continue. For seniors, this brings 2 clear benefits. First, no need to carry heavy loads because you only handle small items. Second, it provides light physical activity with each short walk. Remember, do not postpone by moving items to another corner of the room because that only shifts clutter. Be firm. Either the item goes back to its true home or it will be considered in the next step. By the end of this part, your dumping ground will lose many familiar items and the space will begin to breathe again. Step 3. Obvious donations, no hesitation. Once trash is gone and easy items are returned, what remains are often things you do not really need but are still usable. This is step 3. Clear donation. These may be clothes that no longer fit, shoes you no longer wear, or kitchen tools already replaced. Such items no longer serve you, but can help someone else. To avoid hesitation, prepare a large box or carton bag clearly labeled Donate. The key rule is not to fold neatly or organize carefully. Just drop them straight into the box. The simpler it is, the easier you will keep it up. If you start thinking, maybe I'll hold on to it for a few more days, chances are the item will go back to its old spot. Trust your first instinct. If your heart already says, I do not want this anymore, that is the sign to drop it in the donation box. For seniors, obvious donation also carries emotional meaning. Instead of keeping excess stuff that clutters the home, you are giving others the chance to use it. This also lightens your mind, knowing the item is not wasted. Once the donation box is full, place it somewhere visible so you can take it out of the house, ideally near the door. Each item given away creates more space and more breathing room. When you finish this step, your dumping ground will almost only contain things that truly need deeper consideration. 5. The silent enemy. To avoid the extra pile. During decluttering, the most common mistake is creating an extra pile, meaning gathering things into a temporary heap with the thought, I'll deal with it later. It sounds reasonable, but in reality, an extra pile is the reason the house never becomes tidy. Once there is a temporary pile, it is easy to keep adding, and soon it grows into a new dumping ground. This is the silent enemy because it creates a false sense, as if we have done a lot, when in fact we only moved clutter around. To fight the extra pile, the rule to remember is that every item only has 3 choices: trash, donate, or return to its home. There is no 4th choice. Even if it feels slightly inconvenient, be firm. because that is how progress keeps moving forward. For seniors, avoiding extra piles is even more important since there is less energy to carry things again. If an item is already in the donation box, do not take it out to rethink. If it is identified as trash, throw it away immediately. And if you know its place, take it there at once, even if it only takes 1 minute. This may feel bothersome at first, but the result is that after 1 hour of decluttering, the space will truly be empty, without the feeling of more chaotic than before. Once you understand how dangerous the extra pile is, and learn to say no to it, you will find decluttering lighter, faster, and more sustainable. 6. After 1 hour, the results and emotions you receive. When the clock reaches 60 minutes, the first thing you should do is stop and look at the outcome. The dumping ground corner that was once cramped now has open space, trash is gone, easy items are back home, and the donation box sits neatly waiting to be taken out. Though not perfect, the change is big enough for you to clearly feel relief. For seniors, this feeling is even more precious. Walkways are wider, fall risks are reduced, and breathing space opens up inside your home. More importantly, the overwhelming feeling is gone, replaced with confidence that decluttering is possible. The before and after photos you take are the clearest proof. Only 1 hour of focused work without creating more mess has turned a heavy corner into a pleasant one. This is also an emotional connection moment, as you realize that small but steady progress matters more than unreachable perfection. This result will fuel motivation for the next decluttering sessions. Remember today's feeling and use it to start with other areas, also in just 1 hour each time. And before closing, I want to express my gratitude to you for spending time here, walking with me on the journey to transform your living space. If you find this content useful, please like, share, and subscribe to give us more motivation to continue sharing meaningful things. Thank you so much, and I wish you always have a tidy, safe, and peaceful home.